So apparently Facebook won't let me go live. So could have done this in the house, but here we go. So my friend gave me this book, Medicine Cards, and I'm going to read to you from it, and then I'm going to select my cards just to show you. So as you come into this earth walk, there are 7 directions surrounding your physical body. These directions are east, south, west, north, above, below, and within. The direction called within exists within you, but also surrounds you, since the entire universe is inside of your consciousness. You have a totem animal in each of the 7 directions to teach you the lessons of these directions. To find these totem atoms for yourself, spread the cards face down in front of you in an arc. Then get a piece of paper and begin to write the direction. East for east is the golden door, or entry point on the medicine shield. Write east, south, west, north, above, below, and within on the left side of your paper. Quiet yourself and ask in a reverent manner that the creature beings, which are your silent guides and helpers, guide your hand to their cards. The first card will be your animal of the east. The second card you will pull will be your totem of the south, and so on for all 7 directions. Write these animals down next to your directions on your piece of paper. These selections may surprise you, but they will be correct. By using this intuitive process, you as the seeker will connect with your proper guides. Once you have finished a selection of your 7 animals for the 7 directions, you should not do this process again. These are the creature beings that are your medicine. So there you go. So let's, and my friend, she did one. That's how you're supposed to write it down. Okay. So, and this is how she wrote it down at first. And then she put it into this. So, got the cards. Cards are pretty cool. They're beautiful. Now I'm very bad at shuffling. I'm not a good shuffler. I've never liked shuffling, but I'm going to shuffle these cards 9 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. May these cards reflect who I am. Okay. East, south, west, north, above, below, and within. And they say pull 2 extra cards, which I'll put over here. Okay. So let's see what we got. I'll hold them up. My east is the frog. Holy cow. So I'm going to leave that up, and I'm going to go to the frog, which is number 38 in the book. Frog sings the songs that bring the rain and make the road dirt more bearable. Frog medicine is akin to water energy in the east on the medicine wheel. Frog teaches us to honor our tears, for they cleanse the soul. All water rites belong to the frog, including the initiations by water. Water prepares and cleanses the body for sacred ceremony. It is the element we understood best in the womb. Frog, like ourselves, is a polywog in the fetal waters and only learns to hop after it experiences the world of fluidity. Okay, so there's one. Now, that one's to my east. This one's to my... Which Washington, D.C. is to my east, okay? Ooh, the second one, 44, Hummingbird. that is my south card. So let's go to Hummingbird 44. Hummingbird is associated with a ghost shirt religion, which taught that a certain dance done properly would bring about the return of the animals and that white people would disappear. No bueno. Once again, the original people would know the joy of the old ways. In Mayan teachings, hummingbirds is connected to the black sun and the fifth world. Whoa! Hummingbirds can give us a medicine to solve the riddle of the contradiction of duality. The song of hummingbird awakens the medicine flowers. Hummer sings a vibration of pure joy. Flowers love hummingbirds because nectar sucking brings about the reproduction of their families. It's so cool. Where am I? Plants flower and live because of hummingbird. Hummingbird can fly in any direction, up, down, backwards, or forward. Hummingbird can also hover in one spot and appear to be motionless. Great Spirit created hummingbird to be slightly different from the other feathered creatures. Okay, so number 2 is that one. Now my west card is number 15, the wolf. Let's see here. I'm almost there. Oh, the wolf. Wolf is the pathfinder, the forerunner of new ideas, who returns to the clan to teach and share medicine. Pretty accurate. Wolf takes one mate for life and is loyal like a dog. If you were to keep company with wolves, you would find an enormous sense of family within the pack, as well as a strong individualistic urge. These qualities make wolf very much like the human race. As humans, we also have an ability to be part of a society and yet still embody our individual dreams and ideas. In the great star nation, wolf is represented by the dog star. Isn't that serious? Sirius, which legend tells us that the original home of our teachers in ancient times. I'm from Sirius. Sirius was thought to be the home of the gods by the ancient Egyptians and is still considered so by the Dogon tribe in Africa. It stands to reason that Native American peoples would formulate the same connection and adopt wolf people as a clan of teachers. I'm not reading them all. I'm just reading certain spots. Okay, and so now the north card. Oh, holy cow, the lizard. Ooh, I got a lizard license plate last year, too. Somebody's trying to tell me something. Okay, so 36 is way over here. Lizard. Lizard sat lolling in the shadow of a big rock, shading himself from the desert sun. Snake crawled by, looking for some shadow to coil up in and rest. Snake watched Lizard for a while as Lizard's eyeballs went side to side behind his enormous closed lids. Ugh. Snake hissed to get Lizard's attention. Slowly, Lizard's dreaming eyes opened and he saw Snake. Snake, you scared me. What do you want? Lizard cried. Snake spit his answer from his forked tongue. Lizard, you are always getting the best shadow spots in the heat of the day. This is the only big rock for miles. Why don't you share your shade with me? Lizard thought for a moment, then agreed. Snake, you can share my shade spot, but you have to go to the other side of the rock, and you must promise not to interrupt me. Snake was getting annoyed. He hissed, how could I bother you, Lizard? All you are doing is sleeping. The sleeping side of us is a lizard. Lizard smiled knowingly. Oh, Snake, you are such a silly serpent. I am not sleeping, I am dreaming. Snake wanted to know what the difference was, so Lizard explained, dreaming is going into the future. Snake, I go to where future lives. You see, that is why I know you won't eat me today. I dreamed you, and I know you are full of mouse. Lizard laughed to himself. Oh, wait. Snake was taken aback. Why, Lizard, you're exactly right. I wondered why you said you would share your rock. Lizard laughed to himself. Snake, he said, you are looking for shade, and I am looking for shadow. Shadow is where the dreams live. Lizard medicine is the shadow side of reality where your dreams are reviewed before you decide to manifest them physically. Lizard could have created getting eaten by Snake if he had so desired. Lizard is a medicine of dreamers. Whether dreamers smoke you or dream you, dreamers can always help you see the shadow. This shadow can be your fears, your hopes, or the very thing you are resisting, but it is always following you like an obedient dog. If Lizard dreamed of space in your cards today, it may be time to look and see what is following along behind you. It is your fears, your future trying to catch up to you. Or is it the part of you that wants to ignore your weakness and humanness? Lizard may be telling you to pay attention to your dreams and their symbols. Make a dream log and record all that you remember. Be sure to pay attention to each individual symbol or reoccurring pattern. If you do not remember your dreams, or you could try setting a music alarm for 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., or you could try drinking a lot of water before bedtime and allow your bladder to wake you up. Dreams are very important. Pay attention to them. Okay. So now we have the above card. Oh, my favorites. Used to watch these guys at the zoo all the time. Prairie Dog. Okay, 47, which is way back here. Prairie Dog medicine teaches that strength and inspiration can be found by retreating into the stillness that quiets the mind. The strength of this medicine is also knowing when and how to replenish your life force. Prairie Dog medicine people tend to seek self-empowerment in silence and inactivity, where they can access dreams and visions without the intrusions of worldly chaos. When they re-enter the world, they are profound and powerful anchors and of calm resolve in life's storm. The medicine of Prairie Dog is applicable to all of the Marmot tribe, which includes the ground squirrel clan, the gopher clan, the woodchuck clan, and the groundhog clan. Just as Native American warriors knew when to charge forward and when to become invisible. I have been invisible because I heal naturally. And did you see that change of light when I was speaking? I heal naturally. And if I was to go into business for myself or had gone to college for it, I wouldn't be here anymore. A bummer. Took them all out. Remember? So I do my stuff in silence to protect the future. Okay. You might need a day of silence to retreat. Wait. Where am I at? The prairie dog runs for the tunnels when a predator is on its trail. In the winter, it conserves energy by hibernating during the scarce time of the cold moons. If prairie dog has surfaced in your cards today, it may be a warning that your body's fuel gauge is running low. You might need a day of silence or retreat from regular activities before you become too exhausted to carry on. Have you put your basic needs at the bottom of the to-do list? Burning the candle at both ends may weaken the punch you can normally pack when tackling the tasks at hand. Take a much-needed break before you crash and burn. Prairie dogs teach you that in order to access gifts of inspiration and renewal, you must be at peace with yourself and rested enough to recognize the blessings being offered. That's a big thing with me. Sleep. Your body needs more sleep than food and water. And that's why you get really messed up. Okay. This one is the below card, Squirrel. Okay, 26. 26. Oh, I passed it. Squirrel. Squirrel teaches you to plan ahead for the winter when the trees are bare and the nuts have long since disappeared. Squirrel medicine can come in many forms. This is a foraging one. I know it is. As this furry creature is very diverse in nature, the erratic behavior of squirrel has bested many a forlorn hunter, and it thus stands to reason that there are benefits to being able to catch a branch at lightning speed. This erratic behavior of squirrel can also get nerve-wracking. If you are dealing with persons who have squirrel medicine, trying to calm them down enough to accomplish something may drive you nuts. Yes, exactly. I have that problem. The gathering power of squirrel medicine is a great gift. It teaches you how to gather and store your energy for times of need. It teaches you to reserve something for future use, whether it be a judgment, an opinion, a savings account, candles, or extra food. To put it in a nutshell, Squirrel is a Boy Scout of the animal kingdom, always prepared. That's me. Okay. Now the last one in the arc. Oh no, within. I'm scared of spiders. Okay, number 43. Interesting, I got 43 and 44. Weaving. The spider wove the web that brought humans the first picture of the alphabet. The letters were part of the angles of her web. Deer asked Spider what she was weaving and why, and all the lines looked like symbols. Spider replied, Why, dear, it is time for Earth's children to learn to make records of their progress in their Earth walk. Deer answered Spider, but they already have pictures that show through symbols the stories of their experiences. Yes, Spider said, but Earth's children are growing more complex, and their future generations will need to know more. The ones to come won't remember how to read petroglyphs. We don't either. We're learning. So it was that spider wove the first primordial alphabet as she had woven the dream of the world that had come manifest. Spider's dream of the physical world had come to fruition millions of years before. So this reminds me of Charlotte's Web, which really did trigger me as a child as well. Spider's body is made like the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe-like parts connected to the waist. Infinity sign! Holy cow! And 8 legs. The spider is a symbol of the infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions of the medicine wheel. Spider weaves the webs of fate for those who get caught in her web and become her dinner. This is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world. They never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. So if you cater to beliefs like religion, you'll never be able to see in there. And let me tell you, all 17 religions are joining, and they've already made a New World Order city in Kazakhstan. So they are going to rule us with religion. 17 religions. No, don't think so. That's why we don't follow religion. Watch what you believe, because it's lies. So let me finish. Okay, the web of fate also represents the wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. That's what they've hidden from us. The realization of change. When Obama came, he said, change. He didn't change what we wanted to get changed. He changed what he wanted to get changed. You have to look within your heart and change yourself first before you can change anybody else. I know the message of Spider. Okay. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is a female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns that catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you are coming too close to an entangling situation. A spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new and different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the waving of your life plans to notice opportunity at the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, Spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven was born fruit. Holy cow, this completes my arc of cards. Congratulations, Spider caught you just in time before you miss the opportunity on the edge of your web of reality. The most important message from Spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expanses of the eternal plan. Okay, there's that one. So now these 2 cards, the other 2 animals which make up your 9 totems, that's why I shuffled 9 times, are the ones that are walking at each side of you at all times and that may have been coming to you for years in dreams. I hope one is my spirit animal. It's already knocked on my door. If they have not come to you in your dreams, they may be animals that you are drawn to, but which have not appeared amongst the 7 you selected. You may find that these last 2 creatures will appear for you at a later date, or when you read the qualities of the animals in this book, you may simply connect with the 2 that walk at your sides. However, the 2 that walk by your sides may not be in this text. They may be from any part of the animal kingdom on our Mother Earth. One of them could be a condor, a koala, a wolverine, or a chipmunk. Better not be a chipmunk. They're stealing my strawberries. They're stealing the flowers before they even make any. I'm going to put blackberry bushes all the way around my strawberries because they don't like thorns. Little buttholes. I need strawberries too. Ugh. To better understand the medicines of these animals, consult a book on their habits. I see their habits. I just talked about it. Weird. And see how their characteristics apply to both humankind and yourself. Yeah, they keep stealing my shit and my food away from me so I can't get proper nutrition. Thanks, Biden. Your opinions of yourself cannot get in the way when you pick these cards. Therefore, you will tend to learn more about your true nature when you simply allow the animals to come to you. Okay. Would be my right side. 1, 2, 3. East, west, north. Oh, east, south, west, north, above, below, within. And then right side, left side. So, right side, Coyote. I was thinking about that last night. We have a lot of coyotes here, and Coyote runs with Sasquatch or the Zanu tribe or forest people. When there's coyotes, there's Sasquatch because dogs truly are man's best friend because he is a man. Okay, let's see what 13. Number 13. Let's see what this has in store for me. Right before dog. There are thousands of myths and stories about Coyote, the great trickster. Many native cultures call Coyote the medicine dog. If you have pulled this card, you can be sure that some kind of medicine is on its way, and it may or may not be to your liking. Whatever the medicine is, good or bad, you can be sure it will make you laugh. Maybe even painfully. You can be sure that Coyote will teach you a lesson about yourself. Coyote has many magical powers, but they do not always work in his favor. His own trickery fools him. He is a master trickster who tricks himself. No one is more astonished than Coyote at the outcome of his own tricks. I'm going to say this is my left side, not my right side. He falls onto his, I can't remember which card came first. He falls into his own trap, and yet he somehow manages to survive. He may be banged and bruised by the experience, but he soon goes on his way to even greater error. Forgetting to learn from his mistakes, he may have lost the battle, but he is never beaten. Coyote is sacred in the folly of his acts. We see our own foolishness. As Coyote moves from one disaster to the next, he refines the art of self-sabotage to sheer perfection. No one can blindly do themselves or others in with more grace and ease than this holy trickster. Coyote takes himself so serious at times that he cannot see the obvious. For example, the steamroller. Oh, I take myself too seriously sometimes, but I do have fun and I laugh and I enjoy. So I have transcended that. I try to transcend that every day. This is why when it hits him, he still cannot believe it. Was that really a steamroller? I better go look, he says, and he is run over once more. It sounds like Mercury retrograde, Venus retrograde, which we're in now. And every day I drop stuff. Oh my goodness. Like 2-3 times a day I have accidents. I'm like, retrograde. So contained within trickster medicine is the humor of the ages. The cosmic joke is not just on ourselves, but on everyone else. If they are following Coyote or have strong Coyote medicine, someone like this may be able to convince others that a skunk smells like roses, but the fact remains that it is still a skunk. I can't get the next page open. Snooze time is over if you have pulled the Coyote medicine card. Watch out. Your glass house may crash to the ground at any moment. Woo, let's go. All your self-mirrors may shatter. The divine trickster is dodging you and you may trip. Coyote scratches under his arm. He does a crazy dance. He catches his tail on fire playing with matches. He jumps in the fish pond to save himself and nearly drowns. Coyote seduces a concrete statue. Coyote thinks he has found a bone. Cupboards were bare. But it is a rattlesnake. The rattlesnake took everything out of the cupboard and we have nothing. Okay? Everyone watches the comedic scene. Coyote is you, me, booby traps, jet airplanes with toilets that don't work, blind dates, and all the humorous and whimsical things we encounter along life's way. Get ready for more of the laughs, lots more. Go immediately beneath the surface of your experiences. Ask yourself what you are really doing and why. Is Coyote your medicine? Are you playing jokes on yourself? Are you trying to fool an adversary? Is someone tricking you? Oh, of course they are. Do you want to give the office geek the phone number of the beautiful new secretary, or do you want to pull a prank on your best friend? When was the last time you did something just because it was crazy and fun? On the other hand, you may not be conscious of your own pathway or foolishness. You may have conned yourself, your family, your friends, or even the public at large into believing that you know what you are doing. But listen, Coyote, you are balled up in your own machinations. You have created a befuddling, bewildering, confounding trick. Pick up the juggler eyes from the ground and put them back in their sockets. See through the genius of your acts of self-sabotage and find it amusing and laugh. Trickster laugh. If you can't laugh at yourself and your crazy antics, you have lost the game. Ah! They lost! They can't laugh at themselves. I love it. Coyote always comes calling when things get too serious. The medicine is in laughter and joking so that new viewpoints may be assumed. If you have Coyote medicine, you may use it to make stuffy old fogies lighten up, to add cheer to a party, or to break a death grip conversation. I do this all the time. I try to add laughter and stuff, but people never get it. To add cheer to a party or to break up a death grip conversation with ease. Look at the positive side of sabotage. Nosy questions about your personal life. Have fun telling some gossiper that you just returned from St. Tropez in your new Learjet. Ah! Showing me some of the future. Okay. My right side. Oh, the whale. The whale holds all of Earth's memories. All of the Akashic records. And that's why they're so big and they're so loving and they're companions to us. So it's number 41. That's fine. 41. Whale is very much like a swimming library. See? I'm right. I didn't even read this before. Whale carries the history of Mother Earth and is said to have been placed here by the ancients from the Dog Star series. See, how come I know? I'm from Sirius. I'm going to tell you, I'm from Sirius, the dog star. Biologists say that whale is a mammal and very possibly lived on land millions of years ago. In tribal legend, whales move into the ocean happened when the earth lifted or shifted in Lemuria. The motherland went below the waves. Oh, could Russia be Lemuria? Are they lying to us? Maybe Lemuria was never destroyed because they call Russia the motherland. And Russia. Yes. Okay. So the motherland and went below the waves. All of our petroglyphs speak about the motherland moo and the disaster that brought the red race to North America and the West beyond the great waters. The symbol in the petrographs speak of the rivers and mountains crossed by our ancestors when they sought solid ground as the water receded. It went underwater and then it came back up. Russia is Lemuria. Holy cow. Whale saw the events that led to the settling of Turtle Island, North America, and has kept the records and knowledge of the motherland alive. Holy cow, this will take some thought. And has kept records and knowledge of the motherland alive. It is said that Mu will rise again when the fire comes from the sky and the lands in another ocean on Mother Earth. So we have the fire that's coming from the sun. And we are rising as a one people. It doesn't mean that land's coming back up. It means Jerusalem is coming back up. Jerusalem means one people, not an individual person that's Jewish, but an entire tribe, okay, which are God's children. The native medicine people are waiting for this event as the next sign of Earth changes. Earth's children will have to unite and honor all ways and all races in order to survive. Whale medicine people are coded in their DNA to understand that sound frequencies can bring up records in the memories of ancient knowledge. They are usually clairaudient or able to hear both very low and very high frequencies. They are usually also physically developed and fairly telepathic. Many times, however, they are not awakened to their gifts until it is time to use the stored records. Many whale medicine people are able to tap into their universal mind of great spirit and have no idea how or why they know what they know. Only later, when they receive confirmation, do they begin to understand how they know or why they receive the impressions. See? How did this start? I know. Well, medicine teaches us to use the sounds and frequencies that balance our emotional bodies and heal our physical forms, which it reminds me of the infinity sign, number 8. To recall why the shaman's drums brings healing and peace is to align with Whale's message. The drum is a universal heartbeat that aligns all beings heart to heart. Before the advent of speech and the primordial language, hand signs were used, and many tribes were silent most of the time. The language that was understood was the sounds of great spirits, other creatures, the animals. If you pulled the Whale card, you are being asked to tap into these records and to allow yourself to be sung to by those who have the original language. Yep. We are the only creatures who do not have our own unique cry or call. Find yours. Allow your voice to use this sound to release tension or emotion. Whale signals a time of finding your origins or of seeing your overall destiny as coded in your DNA and of finding the sounds that will release those records. You may never be the same again. After all, you are the melody of the universe, and the harmony is the song of the other creatures. In using your voice to open your memory, you are expressing your uniqueness and your personal sound. As you open to the uniqueness, the animals that are your 9 totems may then send their sounds or calls to you or through you. This will open your personal record so that you may further explore your soul's history and communicate with Well, who carries the history of us all. Well, I'm away. So this is a contrary, and I haven't done this with the other cards, but I feel that this card needs to have a complete reading. If Well has breached itself in your cards, a contrary medicine implies that you are not following your sonar or homing device. On some level, you have forgotten that you hold all the answers you need to survive, to grow, and to claim the power of your chosen destiny. It may be that you are having to deal with a lot of chatter in your head and cannot get your personal records. No, I've learned to quiet my head down. Yeah. If so, you may need to use other sounds to enter the silence. The drum or rattle, the Indian flute, or the sounds of nature may help. The call of the Whale is the lullaby of the tides. Rock yourself gently and float into the world of the sea. Oh, when I was a younger person, I used to, I had this record player and I used to play this song. It had 3 people and they were on the sea and it started with a B. Oh, I can't remember. Anyways, rock yourself gently and float into the world of the sea. Flow with the waters of time and collect your answers. They are the only truth that will lead to a personal pathway of knowing. Contrary Well is saying that you must desire